You alluded to what happened to Gaddafi, and I think we should always remember that these issues, whether it's refugees that are drowning in the Mediterranean, or whether we are talking about the tragedy that has befallen Ukraine, or whether we are talking about North Africa or Syria, all of these things are linked, and we come back to NATO at the end of the day. We come back to this war machine. Anyone who says that we need NATO to defend Europe, I'm sorry, but this is an obsolete war machine. And when we were in London during the last event, I said if we were in the 1960s, we could have a different conversation. But we're not in the 1960s, and NATO has no purpose since 1991. There is no Soviet Union. Soviet Union is it's completely gone. The Warsaw Pact has been dismantled, and so the West should also understand that it has a duty, as it conveyed to the Russian diplomats, to also step down and dismantle the war machine. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. Yugoslavia was the first to really face the horrors of NATO, and then Libya and Syria, and now Ukraine is another victim of NATO. And this is because they want to make money. Zelensky said the other day that he's banning or suspending elections. Now, to his credit, or shall we say, just to give him the benefit of the doubt, yes, the Ukrainian constitution does mandate, or does stipulate rather, that during a time of martial law, you cannot have elections. Fine. But he is the one who renews the martial law. So he could decide on August 18th when it expires, because it has a 90-day period. He could decide not to renew it and have elections. Syria had elections, and Syria is in a far worse state than Ukraine
had two
is.
elections.
Exactly, right. So what's his excuse? If he's so confident of his mandate, then there should be no problem. Obviously, again, to give him the benefit of the doubt, I understand it's not an ideal situation, but why is he banning Russian books? This is just last week, Russian books and Belarusian books. Why did he ban all the other parties? I think it might be hard to have elections when you've banned all the other parties.
Yes.
And then banning religious groups linked to Russia. So is this the democratic champion that NATO and the EU have put forward? If yes, I think we're in a very sorry state.
Well, sadly, it is indeed a sorry state. Richard Medhurst, thanks. We'll hear from you again.